Welcome to the zone. I'm Julie Seman. Teammates, we have had an incredible start to the year, and I want to make sure you know what you need to do to close January strong. So let's talk about this month's incentives. I want to talk about the convention, and I also want to share with you what we have coming up right here on PFN TV. Okay, let's get started with the $49 IBA, teammates, because we extended that into the month of January. That means our IBA fee is $49. Now, listen, teammates, I'm going to talk about FTB here in a second. And so, with that $50 FTB credit at the front end for signing into the Primerica app, that makes the Primerica IBA free in the month of January. So make sure you're taking advantage of that and kicking off your year with a stellar recruiting month as we focus on reaching 150,000 life licensed representatives. So let's talk a little bit about that field training bonus, teammates, because there are some special incentives for our new recruits in the business in the month of January. All right, check out the slide with me, right? So for our new recruits who personally get one recruit and $1,000 in submitted premium, and of course, processed FTO life premium is what it is in the month of January. An extra $300 field training bonus credit. That's on top of the $200 that you already earn for the month of January. That's a total of 500 bucks. And then, of course, when you complete your pre-licensing class in 30 days of your IBA date, you bank another $100 in field training bonus credits. And there's that 50 bucks I mentioned earlier for logging into the Primerica app in the first 24 hours. That builds up that field training bonus bank for our new recruits. New recruits, I'm talking to you. Field trainers, I'm reminding you to make sure to follow through with those new recruits so that they can maximize their field training bonus. And then, of course, we have the banner competition that we kicked off. It is one of the most exciting elements to the Primerica convention in downtown Atlanta, where we'll have 60 field leaders gracing the streets of our phenomenal city. And how do you get on one of those banners? Well, check this out with me. RVPs, when you're among the top 40 RVPs through first in recruiting, or top 10 RVP base shops in total securities volume, or top 10 RVP base shops through first into total securities of volume. Of course, we kick that off in December. It runs through April, teammates. Again, those are 60 street banners. You see Diana Macias right there as an example. I know she will absolutely be working her tail off to be hanging on one of those banners in Atlanta. And then, of course, our personalized home office banners at home office for the first time in our parking lot. And teammates, listen, we have like 20 plus thousand Primerica representatives who tour Primerica home office during that week. So what an incredible place to be recognized. Now, how do you become one of those teammates that earn the right to be on a banner at the Primerica home office? Well, be one of the top 40 RVP base shops in new life licenses, and you will earn that personalized banner. There you see the Saunders hanging right there on that banner, teammates. Again, I'm talking all about convention and convention recognition. We have 167 days until we are together in Atlanta for the 2024 convention. Of course, our goal is 70,000 people in attendance. It will be the biggest convention we've ever had. It's such a phenomenal destination. Of course, we'll continue to have workshops at the Georgia World Congress Center, but then we will be in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, teammates. So make sure you go out on POA. You see it right there. For the 2024 Primerica Convention registration, all you have to do is click on that link in that big button that says register now. And then, listen, we had a phenomenal senior leadership meeting kicking off the year. I know so many of you who were at the meeting returned back to your base shop and your hierarchy events and shared some of the content that was delivered at that senior leadership meeting. But for those of you who were there, want to see it again, or for those of you who weren't there, want to check it out, we have a ton of media available from the senior leadership meeting on POL now. Of course, all the announcements, speeches, presentations, and so much more. Just click that graphic. And as always, team, a key to your success is looking at what is in the playbook on the front page of POL. It's all the current, most relevant information. Many of the items that I cover in the zone every week, you can find right there in the playbook and more. So make sure you're checking that out. And of course, the other thing you need to do is plug in right here to PFN TV. And we have a phenomenal show coming up this Monday. Check out this lineup, teammates. The incredible Joe Ward, Nicole Galanis, and Mario Arazan, hosted by our CEO, Glenn Williams. I'll tell you what, it will be a jam packed hour that you don't want to miss. And of course, we're getting ready to close out the month of January and kick off with RVP Locker Room. So I want to talk to all my RVPs for a second. Make sure you've got that on your calendar. Here are the details for the RVP Locker Room, which is open to RVPs only on Friday, February 2nd at 12 noon Eastern Time. It'll be your CEO, Glenn Williams, President Peter Schneider, and myself. We look forward to kicking off February with you. And then, teammates, as I mentioned, PFN TV has a ton of broadcasts that you can plug into and media available on demand. Let's talk about next week. Of course, I shared Monday Live and the incredible lineup. Following that on Wednesday, we have Training for Champions. The focus of that show is overcoming objections with legend SNSD Bill Arender, of course, multi-million-dollar earner SNSD Rhonda Byer, and NSD Byron Chatfield. On Thursday, February 1st, the Iced Tea Sessions with SNSD Joe Ward and SNSD David Farmer talking to us about the Primerica entrepreneur. And then on Friday, I'll be right here back with you in the zone. Teammates, let's seize our opportunity in January, focus on a strong month, and in preparation for kicking off February, make sure you know where you are in the contest standings for the convention. I want as many people walking across that stage in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium as we can get. Teammates, whatever your goals are, make sure they are clear and concise, and you know your path to achieve them, so that we are recognizing you in this incredible business that we're all building together this summer in Atlanta. All right, teammates, see you all at the top.